Well, hey guys, it's Guido. You can see it's dark back there, but I'm going to start this program. We're going to look at. I'm going to try some different things. Try to expand a little bit on the games that I play. One of the games I actually like, one of the types of games I actually like, is RPGs. So I just picked up a pretty cheap one. It's about $7.50. It's called Darkest Dungeon, and it has been out for about 4 years. Some of you may have heard it, probably played it already. I thought it was kind of interesting, so I thought I'd do a quick review gameplay example of it. So 4-year-old game. Let's check it out. We'll go ahead and crank this thing up here. And I just wanted you to hear the intro to it. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's like a side-scroller tower defense RPG. It's like a goth kid's fever dream. All right, so just check this out.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house?
Clearly, everybody does.
Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor.
Gazing.
I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury.
Uh-huh.
Yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance.
Conventional extravagance.
Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power.
Oh my goodness. Scary.
And ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery.
See, it's
of all
the
buried secrets.
is it Cthulhu? 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 I don't know.
Swore we would. Sturdy ship
Like I said, goth kid's fever dream.
at last in the salt-soaked.
All right, that's enough of that. So basically, you've been asked to come back home and delve into the ruins underneath your ancestral home and figure out what's going on with the evil that's down there. And as it says, making the most of a bad situation, quest will fail, must be abandoned, and all kinds of good stuff. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is, which I thought I'd already done, what is with the audio? There we go, there we go.
Well struck.
Whoa. All right, there we go. Awesome. So we come to the beginning. We got a campaign. Go ahead and click on that, and we'll start a new one. So Radiant, there's 3 levels of it. We'll just do the easy one. Call it Darkest 2. I have about 2 hours in this game so far. So we'll just do that. We'll start a new one. Excellent. And you'll see the idea of it. It's kind of this cartoony thing. And when I say side scroller, you just kind of move side to side. When I say tower defense, you're kind of stacked up in a sort of tower defense idea with your characters as you're moving through. So here you are coming home. Oof. Corrupted countryside.
Leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places.
Tenebrous places. Wow.
Sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road.
All right, great. There's a bunch of stuff talking about how you're coming. You crash. So here you are. Your stagecoach is destroyed. The caretaker's gone. You have to make your way on your. All right, so we're out of the stagecoach. That thing's broken. You can see we got 2 characters hanging out here. They've got armor, swords, skills that he doesn't appear to be able to use. I guess you can't just use them randomly. We'll wait till an encounter. You can see that I'm in this. It's kind of a pen and paper idea, side scrolling. That's all you really do. I'm in this room. I can march. I'll click on this room. That's what I'm going to go to. And that's the map thing right there. That's your equipment. That's your map. That is, well, the party order. Actually, I think you can change that. I can do, there you go. So you can change your party order. You need to have that guy in front because he's kind of your melee guy, and this is your range guy that you have at the moment. You can have up to 4 guys, I believe, in a party. So you put the beefy guy in front, and you can start to move. So I'm going to click on this room because I can actually kind of walk around here. There's nowhere else to go. That's the whole room. See where it says select a destination. There are some things in the background that are clickable, but nothing on this one. I'll talk about the torch in a minute, which gives you some bonuses and things like that. So once I click on that room, you're going to move through these 4 squares, kind of like the old pen and paper idea with the graph paper. So you'll click on that, and
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
yeah,
But it's just ahead.
brigands. All right, so see the little torch, and I'm going to move. Boom. So there you go. I've moved 1 square. There we go. There's a brigand.
This dog in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
It's pretty funny, actually, the language they do. So basically, that is the guy that's going, that little yellow marker, and these are the things I can use. So I'm going to actually use Grape Shot on him. You just click on him, and he just shoots. Gives him a little shot. How you doing, Mr. Bandit? Looks like the bandit gets to go next. Wow. He hammered me. So we've got Smite, we've got Stunning Blow, which I'm assuming helps stun him. Let's see what happens with that. He's stunned. Very good. So I'm assuming he's going to lose his turn. Shoot him. He doesn't quite die. Looks like I get to go again, so I'll just use the big hit. This appears to be the harder hit. Just hit that. So there's buffs and debuffs. Maintain the offensive. Alright, so then of course there's loot. So we grab stuff. Take all just takes what's there. Boom. And we'll move on. Looks like we got some food. Food will heal you. So if you right click, depends on which guy you've got. So watch, I'll right click it. I eat and I get 2 hit points back. We'll just keep on trucking. Interactive objects, that's what I talked about. So this one you can click on. It's interesting because it's not really... You got to check inside. And then it comes up with what you've got. So that's the things you can carry. Right now I can only carry 16 things. I'm assuming there's a way to get more inventory probably as you level up or get more items. So we'll move along here. If I want to see where I am, I can tell I'm almost at the next room. And usually you've got to click on the thing behind them here. There you go. So the door. It's not obvious. It doesn't highlight or anything. So it is a little bit... No longer. You crazy. Now see, of course, he's obviously got a lot more hit points. He's got 35. This dude's got 12. I've got... If you right-click on it, you'll get your skills and things. So I'm a kleptomaniac and I'm God-fearing. These quirks are kind of interesting because you gather them as you go. The idea is that you're just trying to survive this whole mess. And your guys get stressed and they get these quirks and alcoholism and kleptomaniac. Like I said, it's some goth kid's fever dream. Sometimes I don't know if I'm really into that in my RPGs, the whole dark and dreary side of it, but it is kind of interesting so far. So looks like this guy gets to go first. What does he have a name? It's Dismas. He's a seeker highwayman. The classes you don't really have control over. We'll see what kind of unlocking ability you have as I go through this, but this is just a first look here. So Grape Shot seems to shoot more than one guy, so we'll just do this. You can see which ones it's going to affect because it highlights. So we'll just click on him. You can see it hits both of them. They will dodge sometimes. They will dodge. So it looks like I'm going to get shot. See my guy just dodge. And, oh, holy cow. Oh, he's got a gun too. Interesting. Shot me. So I'll just use... I'm going to try to stun this dude. Uh-oh. That's not good. I did not want to miss, I don't think. I probably want to just try to shoot the guy in the back, to be quite honest. But let's see what happens here. This guy might use his flail. Let's just... I'm going to try to stun him one more time. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. And he's stunned. That worked. They can resist it. You got saving throws, all that kind of good stuff. Look at that. We dodged that dude's shots. So that's the idea that I'm talking about of the castle defense. You know, stacked up units kind of fighting each other on a one line area right there. Obviously, it's not multiple rows of guys, but kind of interesting the way they've done it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to finish this guy off with just one shot. Uh-oh. Oopsie. So he hits 2 of us. So I resisted something, but my buddy got debuffed, and I don't know what... Does that show what he's got? Hard to tell. Quick reflexes, hard noggin. I'm not really sure what the debuff things are on him. So let's just... We're going to just hammer this guy. There we go. We got 12. That seems to be the best attack that this dude has. There's that flail. The flail attacks both of us, as you can see. I'm not sure what that symbol is. That means something. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know if that's a stress kind of idea or what exactly is going on with that. I wonder if I can get both of them with this shot. And kill them both? No, not even one. That's too bad. Oh, so now he's bleeding. See that? 1 damage per round. And I can fix that if I go to my inventory and I had bandages, but I don't. So you gotta kind of watch what's going on. Oh, there's the debuff. He's -2 dodge for 2 rounds. All right, so there you go. Some of the attacks do things like debuff or buff depending on what you do or what the skill is that you're using. So let's do, I don't know, let's just do this for giggles. We're just accuse this guy of being a bad guy. Exsanguination. That's pretty funny. All of the little comments down below that the narrator does. So they got this narrator talking to you while you're doing it. The corpses are in the way. So unless you have a ranged guy, this guy, my front dude, can't really get to him. So we're just going to go ahead and shoot him with the best thing we got. There we go. Confidence surges. So there's a stress level and such for your guys. He's -2 dodge. I'll have to look at that. I'm not exactly sure how that works yet. Again, I've only got about a couple hours in this. And here's the things. We got a Heaven's Hairpin, which is Hellion only. That's the class, I believe. As you can tell, that I had a Highwayman and whatever this other guy is. So we'll just take this stuff. I've completed a quest, and that's the idea. You try to go into these quests, and if you complete them, then you get a reward at the end. If you don't complete them, your guys lose heart. They get stressed, is what they call it game-wise. And I don't. So I can either continue adventuring or return to the hamlet. I'm just going to go to the hamlet, and we'll show you that. Okay, so here's the rewards I got from the first quest. It's just to get into the hamlet, just to give you some of the basics of the gameplay. So I've taken all this. That's good. I don't think I have to... That just tells me what I got. There you go. So heirlooms. All right, so we'll do that. Looks like both those guys went up a level. So they're level 1. Can I... What is this? Boom. That means he's going to get a new quirk. So he's a wheeled adventurer. -20% stress in wield, whatever that means. Weld. And Dismas got... Oh, see, you can get negatives. That's what's interesting. The whole game is about just trying to get through this. And he got a negative quirk. -10% death blow resistance. That doesn't sound good. He's got Healer's Gift, +20% healing skills while camping, which I don't even know if he has any because he's like a brigand kind of guy. But we'll return to town. And now so we click up here. We're going to the hamlet.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now.
All right, so I'm home.
And you are bound to them.
All right, cool. Not all of these things are unlocked. You can see the little symbol means you haven't been there. So you want to take a look at it. For example, I go to the stagecoach, and you can hire people.
Fools and corpses.
So I'm going to hire these two.
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
You just drag him over, you drag that one over, and now I've got my 4 guys for a group, for a party. I can upgrade the stagecoach network. Over here is the upgrade button. You click on that, and based on the things I've captured down here, I can go ahead and increase the number of available heroes to 3. You just basically using these are your resources to build stuff.
In this domain of the damned.
I can build the hero barracks up, and we'll call that good for now. You can see I've got something. Now I can actually make more of certain things here. Which this one was hard to figure out, but I just clicked through them. If I want to make one of these, then it's going to cost me, I believe, 3 shields. So let's see if that happens. I should have 12 and 9 when I'm done. No, it goes the other way. Cost me one of these to make something over here. If I want 2, if I use 2 of the portraits, then let's get 3 of these, right? So that should drop me to 8 portraits and 7, whatever they are. Yes. So there you go. You got to kind of play with that. There's deeds, portraits, busts, and crests. And to be honest, I'm not sure which ones are harder to get than others. But that's what's going on there. We'll go over here to the Nomad Wagon where you can get trinkets.
Gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
So this adds different bonuses, buffs, and I assume sometimes debuffs. I can actually improve the Nomad Wagon. So let's just crank this up to wagon size bigger. Now I'll have 4 available, potentially the little percentage of the upgrade right there. So that's in there. I haven't been to here.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
There you go. So this must be tracking what you're doing overall. Then there's the graveyard. Apparently your heroes die a lot. I haven't lost any of those. We have the blacksmith is unlocked, or is locked. Guild's locked. Abbey is locked. The sanitarium is locked. Tavern is locked. Okay, so I think I've got to go through this first thing. So it's embark. So the next thing you're going to do then is you want to go out on quests. You've also got this stuff down here. You've got, we already looked at that. That's what happened when we got in. This is what trinkets I have. So I've got one, which I don't think is useful for anybody. We'll look at that in a minute. And then this is the glossary. That's helpful for figuring out what stuff does. And then, of course, you've got the options right there. And that's pretty much the whole thing that you're looking at. If you right-click on these guys, you can see what they've got. So there's my damage, 6 to 12. Got the crit percentage, all the different things. He's God-fearing, so he only will pray for stress relief. That's kind of a bummer, so I need to go to the Abbey for that. He steals things. That's kind of funny. Wheeled Adventurer and Warrior of Light. So if torch above 75, we'll talk about the torch in a second. And then camping skills I haven't got to yet. Apparently these are things, if it's a longer quest, then you get to camp, which gives you some healing back because it's easy to lose hit points. So what we're going to do is we'll just do one more embark, and then we'll end this one for the initial look on this, and I'll come back to it at some other time. All right, so this is the only one that's available right now. You can actually, that's not true. Darkest Dungeon has one. I think we'll stick with Ruins because I know I can do this one. So we'll do this. Go to that one. It's interesting. It turns around. We could do that one. Yeah. Quest is beyond my experience. There's a little warning, so don't do that. So that's the only one we want to do. So we'll go provision. Oops. Cancel embark. Oh, right. I forgot about that. You need to drag these guys down. Can you drag? And this is the order they'll be in. This is the order they'll be in. So I think we'll leave it. This guy is pretty useless. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. He doesn't do a whole bunch on my first walkthrough. So now we'll provision. So that was a good warning. So you go to the shop and things you want to have. Now this is all the spots you can have. So I did run into a problem where I didn't have enough room to carry stuff. But I do want torches. So you just left click and you buy them. So we'll do about, well, that's the trick right there, isn't it? Probably more than I wanted, but all right. Well, we do want a couple of these. That's for digging through things. Apparently it's easier with the shovel. I don't know what happens if you try to go through it with your hands. We do want some bandages, so we'll carry those in case we bleed. Don't want to bleed out, do we? We're going to leave holy water, purge evil, restore purity. Okay, skeleton key, let's have a couple of them. And then we want food, because that's basically healing. And I carry 12 food in one spot. That's interesting. All right. Soothing tincture, anti-venom. I didn't really need any of those. Medicinal herbs to eliminate combat debuffs. I guess that's during battle. I can fix debuffs if it's really. But this one's first one's pretty easy. So we're just going to leave with this. And here we go. You notice that the gold was going down in the bottom left. You only have so much that you can buy. It goes to this page. This took me a while. I couldn't figure it out. But space or just click on that. All right, so here we are. We got our dudes. You can change the order if you want. Just go like that, but that's not what I want to do. I definitely want this dude in front. And then it's W and what? W-A, it's A and D that moves you. Here's where we are. Even though I'm going kind of up, it goes to the right, just the way the thing, just watch as I move. You can see us move along. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go there. First we do that. Then you see it move along. And I'm not sure what that symbol means. I need to try to catch that next time it happens, what it says. We're just moving along. It doesn't say what's going on with that. I don't know. So that was just a hallway that didn't do anything. Nothing happened. There's a little symbol there. Oh, there's a curio. Crud. All right, we'll have to go back. I missed something. Remember how I said it's not obvious sometimes that there's something to interact with? There was something there. Anyway, we got a battle going on, so there's nothing to do. Here's our little plague doctor guy. I don't know, man. He doesn't seem to be very useful against undead guys. He's throwing like I guess it heals. Cure, blight, bleed. I didn't see that. Battlefield medicine. Okay. But he's got a noxious blast, and it just doesn't seem to really bother the skeletons too much. That seems to be the sum total of his ability. We'll go ahead and shotgun these two dudes with him. She's actually pretty decent. She's good for healing, but she's too far back, I think, to... There we go. We'll do judgment on him. Ah, very good. One of them died. That's fantastic. We'll just get rid of this corpse. Now he can get to him. Now that dude's going to get a shot at us, I think. Oh, good. Look at that. We're going to take these guys down without any losses, hopefully. So we'll just judgment this dude again. There we go. Look at that. We did this without losing anything. We'll grab that gold. Yes, we can win. So the contents are ours. Sometimes you get cursed stuff, and that's kind of a bummer, actually. So let's see if we can... Can we go back, or do we have to go... Oh, I see. That's all that's in this room. So I actually want to go back because I want to see the curio I missed. You got to watch as it goes to the square. Oh, there it is. Ah, that's right. There's a torch here. You can take the torch. So fantastic. We took the torch. You do have to cross across the room. Every time you go back to one, you have to cross back across to get the option to move again, it appears. So just watch the map like this. And we want to go to here because we decided to go... It's a one-way trip, basically. So now I got to cross again to go back to the room I was at. It's not ideal, but that's the way the mapping system works. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Notice that my light's at 60. So my stress is up and my monster crits are up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go whoop. And now my light's at 85. Can I do it again? 100. Oh, look at that. There we go. And so now we're going to head up to this room. That's cool. Here's an example of using the shovel. Yeah, see, it looks like if you use your hands, it sucks. So you just use a shovel. And I think it takes a shovel out. So I just lost a shovel. I suppose anything that looks like it's in the foreground is something you can interact with. But I'm not sure. All right, so there's quite a few guys here. This is a different dude. Not sure what this guy is. What is this guy? Cultist, bone soldier. So they're all a little bit different. Here's this dude. I can plague grenade, battlefield medicine, blight, bleed. I don't know if these things bleed. It doesn't seem like they would, but maybe they do. Plague grenade. That's way in the back. Again, way in the back. Who you can hit is kind of interesting. Just throw it at this guy. Ah, I didn't do anything. Okay. I did debuff him, though. So it looks like plague and stuff hurts. They don't really care that it's an undead guy. It just appears to affect everything. That way, I kind of thought, Plague Doctor, how useful can that guy be in this particular game? But yeah, there we go. So we hit that guy. I think I'm just going to hammer this guy. Let's just get rid of him. There we go. So he tried to do something. I don't know what. It's interesting that sometimes you can attack from the second row. I haven't quite figured out how you know which guy can do what as far as that goes. Let's see if this... Nope, this is only for our friends, all right? Got that. I can't actually hit the... So this one hits that dude. Interesting. Did nothing to him. Did nothing to the guy in front. The corpse. So we kind of want to get rid of that. So far, so good. We're really dodging these dudes. So we'll just hit all of them. Boom. Notice it hits the corpse too. So it clears it out for you. Let's just judgment this guy. Crit 6. I don't know what happened right there. Was that extra 6 that I did on him? I'm not sure. Zealous accusation. Oh, that does both of them, maybe? Oh, they both dodged. I should have... Oh, he died. There must have been a debuff on him that was adding damage. Alright, so let's do... We haven't taken damage, so really all I can do is try to do a little bit to this person. Okay, he's going. Now this I didn't understand. That must have been an attack that actually pushes guys back, and that goofs up your order, which can kind of mess up what you're doing and forces you to maybe move. So I'm going to try to move here. There we go. I think it's like a pushback kind of attack. Nobody's really hurt, so I'm just going to hit him with this. And their formation is broken. 450 gold, we'll take that, and that's good. Looks like we got this doped. We'll cruise across here. What do we got? How's our... All right, let's go ahead and brighten things up. Wait a minute, what's happening here? Oh, that was a little confusing as well, trying to figure out what, you know, go to your map there to look around. So this is telling me that... Actually, there we go. Right click and I can move the map around. So I'm sitting here. That's a curio. That's a curio. That's move this room to battle with curio with treasure. Okay. So let's go. Just go this way. There it looks. All right. So there's something in the foreground. Oh, it does highlight a little bit. It is glowing. Holy water and bandages. That's nice. All right, so that's how you know it's something that can be interacted with. It's in the foreground. Halt. All right, we got these dudes. Looks like some ranged guys and a couple sword guys. And we'll just blast them all first. That's a pretty useful one, actually, because it takes hit points off all of them. Looks like it splashes. No, it doesn't. Looks like it just hits one guy. Okay, it only hits one guy. That's us. That's the guy in the back. Let's see what happens. Oh, it stunned him. Oh, excellent. Didn't realize it stunned. That's a good thing. Let's hit this guy with... Oh, man. We're just gonna put the big hit on that guy. Just not even bother with him. Oh man, he attacked the person in the back. That's crazy. So this was the stun. Let's see if you can do it again. Yep. Hit them all. See what we can do with this. See if we can... There we go. That was good. Nice. Got two of them. Do they both have judgment? Is that the same judgment I just used? I don't know. No, that's different. That's her version of it. And we'll hit them both again. The corpse is still there. Wonder if I can take it out. There we go. Noxious blast. Made it happen. Oh, there's the first damage I think I've taken. There we go. A faint hope blossoms. A crest. Water reinvigorates. Looks like that one got... Oh, so I guess... Oh, there's something I just noticed. I think it's the one that's highlighted is what interacts with the item. So that's important to know. Oh, so now I get to choose. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I wanted to show you guys that's kind of interesting. I'll go through this and finish this quest and then see what goes on from there. But check it out if you're interested in all that kind of stuff. I liked it because it was very simple as far as the concept goes. There was a couple things I had to dig through to figure out, but as a general rule, if I can sit down and just start playing a game and it's fairly intuitive and easy to get into, it becomes a game that I'm going to stick around with a little bit. And this one was kind of interesting. You'll see the art direction's kind of this side-scrolling, not a whole lot of animation, but it is cool. It looks pretty cool, and the entire idea of it is actually pretty cool. So far, I haven't found a whole lot of weapons, but I haven't really got into it too much. But that's all I've got, guys. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Check it out, Darkest Dungeon. We'll see you later.